Hey, it's Mike, Finder Travel, the travel guy. Still cruising on the Danube, doing the Avalon Impression, and boy, what a treat this has been for us. Now, when they first asked me if I wanted to come on the Avalon Impression, I thought, you know, it's river cruising, not too keen on that. I'm used to the ocean cruising with the 5,000-6,000 people with me. But I tell you what, once I got on here, it has been an absolute blessing. Avalon Impression has just blown me away with river cruising. Completely different view on things than what I had in the past. Now in Avalon, you're averaging about 166 passengers on the entire ship. Now on the ocean cruising, you're thinking about 35 to 6,000 people fighting at the buffet line, trying to find a place to sit to eat, trying to find a lounge chair to sit on. But at Avalon Impressions, you can do all that, not worry about it. There's tons of seating for dinners, tons of seatings for being on the deck, and it doesn't feel crowded whatsoever. Now with Avalon Impressions, they've got 3 types of cruises you can do all in the same cruise. They've got the classic, which is what I enjoy because I want to see the sights, I want to see the cities, I want to see the museums, I want to check out what's around me. I haven't been to these countries before, I want to see what it's all about. But not only that, they've got the Discover. If you want to go out and do wine tasting or beer tasting or make bread, you can do that as well. Just sign up. Or you can do the active cruise. Now the active cruise is hiking up very steep hills, going biking for 10 or 15 kilometers. Now I don't know about you, but that's not something that I'm interested in. But I tell you what, there's a lot of people that took part in that. They had a fantastic time. The best part, it was all included in the price. Nothing extra. Now how great is that? So think about it, 166 people on the ship. You got 3 types of excursions you can do every day that are included in the price. You can't go wrong with that now, right? Take a look at our suite. This suite is absolutely beautiful. 200 square feet. You got ceiling to floor windows. You've got a balcony that you can just reach out and take a look at the scenery going by. Now, how can you go wrong with that? So Avalon Impressions just completely blew me away. Now, when we came on this cruise, we made it to Budapest, and what a great time that was. They put us in a hotel right off the river. Great time there. Did some walking right next to the Chain Bridge. The Budapest Parliament right across the river from us. Got to walk and see the local sights, the city, the tour. It was fantastic. Day 2, we did a tour of the city. Oh, what a fun time that was. Great to see the different parts of Budapest. You got Pest on one side of the river, you got Buda on the other side of the river, connected by all the bridges. It was a great experience for all. Now, when you're traveling, as people know, things happen, things break. Unfortunately, they're mechanical. So every once in a while they break down, and on our cruise, before we got to it, the ship broke down. So what did Avalon do? No problem. They moved us next door to the next hotel. Pretty easy, still on the river, great ocean or great river views, and we had firework display that night for St. Stephen's. It was the biggest holiday of the year. And Avalon was able to take care of getting 50 rooms for us. How easy is that? We didn't have to do a thing. We just spent another night in Budapest. Piece of cake. It was wonderful. So the next day we went to Visgrad and we got to partake in a medieval exhibition. And well, it was a great time because someone got to be king for the day. And how fun is that? Get to be dressed up as a king, put on the crown, have all the people come out and salute you as they go by. It was so much fun. Got to put people in the naughty chair. It was a great time had by all. It was included in the price. So how can you go wrong with that? Now we cruised up the river to Vienna, checked out some museums, got to see the famous Kiss picture of painting. That was really cool to see. Now I'm not a big painting guy myself, but at the same time it was great to see Vienna and check it all out. How much fun was that? We stayed a night in Vienna, got to do another museum the next day, go to the military museum. So much fun to see the city. If you wanted to, afterwards, you can walk the city, do whatever you want. There's nothing you don't have to worry about. Go out and enjoy. If you want to do extra excursions, go see a show or a play or an opera. They've offered that as well. So how difficult can that be? I mean, if you think about it, it's a pretty neat thing. After Vienna, we cruised up the river to the Wachau Valley. We actually went canoeing on the Danube. Now, when I go cruising, I don't necessarily think about going canoeing on the Danube. But you know what? It was so much fun. It was a great time had by all. Didn't have to worry about tipping over. Got to see some great sights. Oh, so much fun. At that night, went up to the Count, go see a Count of Clay up in the mountains. Who gets to meet a Count? That was incredible. It was also included in the price. Didn't have to pay extra for it. Got to go up to the castle, overlook the valley, have some of the beer that they make. A great time again, had by all. Cruising on down to Linz. We stopped in Mauthausen, checked out the concentration camp, and I tell you what, that was very sobering to say the least. If you haven't had a chance to see a concentration camp in Europe, I definitely recommend going to see one. It's very sobering, even though it's been 65 years since they've happened. Definitely something you should experience yourself. But it was a great experience, and again, it was included in the price. Nothing extra. They had beer crawls last night. If you wanted to pay a little extra, you can go check out the town, do some beer crawls. This has been a great time. Today, we went and checked out an abbey. We did an abbey tour. Fantastic. It was gorgeous. And these monks that are there make beer. So you know what? We did some beer testing. And again, no cost extra. It was included in the price. Now, if you wanted to go do some biking afterwards, you could rent one of the bikes, take a bike cruise, whatever you want to do. If you want to sit back and relax, then sit back and relax. I enjoy laying on the bed, looking out, checking out the scenery going on behind me. It's fantastic. They have live music in the bars at night. Live music had people dancing. You have people on these cruises that have trouble walking, are a little older, but you know what? They got on the dance floor, they shook their little tails, they were having such a great time, and it was wonderful to see that happening. They absolutely loved it. And live music turned into a little karaoke, so, you know, those things happened. It was a great time had by all. It was just a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Had a great time. You know, the staff on the Avalon cruises are fantastic. The captain is incredible. I strongly recommend, if you don't think about it, give it a chance. Think about going on an Avalon cruise. The Discovery tours. You got the Classic, the Discover, the Active. You can't go wrong. So give us a call. Pioneer Travel, 414-304-5558. We'll get you cruising on the Danube.